This is Jeremy. I've been selling John Deere tractors for a little over a decade, and this is everything you need to know before you buy your first compact utility. Let's start with the basics. What is a cut or a compact utility tractor? Well, we consider it basically a tractor that ranges from about 23 horse all the way up to 75 horse. So when looking at a John Deere tractor, they've made it very easy for you to figure out what kind of horsepower you got. And this is for John Deere tractors from a 1 series all the way up to a 9 series tractor. So when you're looking at it, this is a 1025R tractor. So the 1 means that's the series size, that's the small one. The 025 would be your horsepower. So this is a 1 series and a 25 horsepower tractor. You go over here to this 2R. This is a 2025R. This would be a 2 series frame with a 25 horse. So the engines are exactly the same. The frame size would be different on this one. When you're looking at the letters, you got an E, an M, and an R. All the way over to the right, there is a 3E, that's a 3038E. That would be a 38 horse in the 3 series tractor. The E means entry level. Then you got an M series, which means a mid-grade, and you got an R series, which means you get all of the extra features with the tilt steering and the suspension seat and cruise control, just different creature comforts with the R. So it's as fancy as you can get. So a majority of the compact utility tractors that we sell are hydrostatic transmission with the 4-wheel drive option. So when it comes to the hydrostatic transmission, it's very simple. If you can ride and drive a lawnmower, you can ride and drive one of these tractors. Right here on this lever here, you have a high and a low switch. So you're just gonna select the gear that you want it in, put it in high or low, and then to go forward or backwards, you just simply push the forward pedal or the reverse pedal. There's no clutch, there's no shifting. As far as the 4-wheel drive goes, you got a lever here that you pull up and you put it into 4-wheel drive and it locks your tires in true 4-wheel drive tractor. Let's talk attachments for these compacts. So the reason that you're buying these tractors is obviously you have something around your homestead, your house, your land that needs to be done. Most of these tractors that we sell will have a loader. All of the tractors are loader ready. When it comes to the loader, there are some different features with them. When we get our loaders, the loaders are quick release, so you can take the bucket off of both of these here. One of the big differences between this 300E and this 120R loader is you can take this loader completely off. So if you were to put a belly mower on this tractor, you wouldn't have to mow with the loader on there. This one is more hard plumbed on there. You can buy stands afterwards to get them to take off, but it's a lot more work than it is to take off the 120R loader. Frontier makes hundreds of attachments for these. So these things really are Swiss Army knives. Anything you can think of, if you need to groom a driveway, you want to till a garden, you need to cut pasture, there is an attachment made somewhere for these things. Now that you're armed with a little information about our compact utilities, let's get to the dealership. So once you get to the dealership, there's 3 main things that I would suggest doing. First off would be sitting in the seat of the tractor. Sit in the seat, ask for a test drive. The next thing would be talk to your salesman about the financing options. There's usually several financing options that Deere offers, from 48 months all the way to 84 months. And lastly, I would keep an open mind. Just because you've done the research and you think you know what you need, the salesmen really know what they're doing, and they might have a better option for you that might even be cheaper in the long run. So keep an open mind, let the salesman talk to you, find out what you're looking for, and talk about the financing, but the most important thing would be sitting on a tractor and test driving it. So we've been talking about John Deere for a while now, and we have several different things for you to consider when you buy a tractor, but why buy a John Deere? We know there's a bunch of different brands out there, but the answer to why buy a John Deere is really pretty simple. When you buy a John Deere from Heritage Tractor, you have 43 service departments to help you out throughout the Midwest. We have a parts department that can get you parts overnighted anytime, any day of the week, and we're there to help you 24/7. All right, we talked about quite a few things today, so hopefully you learned something and you feel a lot more comfortable going to the John Deere dealer and talking to your salesman about a compact utility. If you have any questions, you can visit our website or stop by any of our 43 locations. Other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.